Hey guys, I'm back with a new video. Hope you guys are all having a great day, and today I've got a cool story for you guys. And this happened fairly recently. It was about a week ago, something like that. And I'll give you guys a little bit of backstory, but this is a crazy bus ride. And I don't mean everyone getting into a brawl or something like that. No, it was you guys are gonna find out. It's pretty cool. It might not seem like super awesome to you guys, but for me and all my friends who were there was about 6 of us. We all thought it was freaking sweet. It was pretty awesome. So pretty much, one of my friends had recently moved houses, and he was living, a decent while away already. It was a fairly long way out. He moved even further out. I don't know why or how, but so we had to catch a train to get to him, and there was about, I don't know, I'm going to say about 9 of us. So there was 9 of us at the train station, and the train that we were meant to catch was, it left about 5:15. And all the trains, for some reason, had been cancelled. So we got redirected to a bus, but we missed the first one because it was just full, and it must have left early. And so we had to wait half an hour for the next one. We got on the bus, it's like an hour and, I want to say an hour and a half, something like that. That's how long the bus ride was. And we finally get up to his place, like 7-ish or something. And we kick back, we play a couple games, we watch a couple movies, just, having a good time, hanging out. But by 11 o'clock, 11 p.m., a lot of us have to go home. There's about 6 of us who have to go home. And so we walk down to the bus stop, and we got on the bus, and it's really empty. There's a bunch of old people up front, the driver, and there was nobody in the back seats, and most of my friends, about 4 of them, decided to sit kind of the middle back area, kind of halfway between there. And me and my other friend decided to sit at the middle of the bus because we were going to carry on a conversation that that we were having. So pretty much, for the first part of the bus ride, that's how it went. It was just fairly quiet, Asian dude at the back doing his math report, and one of my friends, I find that so funny, he did his math report the entire bus ride on his phone. That's freaking insane, dude. And then there was 2 of my friends who were dating. They're kind of just sitting there doing whatever couples do these days. And then there was another one of my friends, and she's just kind of sitting there. And she was like tired as we were leaving. She was pretty much asleep at the guy's house, so but not all of us could stay the night. I had work at 12 the next day, so I had to get out of there. But it was a fun time anyway at his place. So shout out to him. We get to the first bus stop, because, it's like a regular bus or a regular train. It just picks people up, drops people off. And so we get there, and it picks up about 2 dudes. And one of the dudes who gets on first, he's kind of, he's early, mid-20s. He's like 22 years old, I think, something like that. And he looks at my friend, and he kind of gives him an odd stare. He sits down next to us, and then he's kind of like, dude, were you at Armageddon? And, Armageddon is pretty much, it's a nerd fest. I hate to say that word nerd. This guy sits down across from us, because, there's rows, just 2 seats on each side of the bus. He kind of just sits down, and he's kind of chatting to my friend, because, as a matter of fact, this guy, they're both lining up to get butterfly knives, but my friend went out of line, then cut back in front of this dude's little brother while he was there. And the guy initially was like, dude, what the frick, what is this dude doing? But it turns out that he had a ton of respect for him for actually doing that. And that's kind of something you don't hear every day. And the guy actually said, he doesn't talk to strangers all the time, but he rarely recognized them for no reason. And then he realized the reason is because my friend looks exactly like this other guy's 20-year-old friend. And my friend is 5 years younger than him. That was pretty crazy. He showed us a photo of the guy. The resemblance is uncanny, my friend is just a bit more facial hair, but that's about it. So we get to the next bus stop, and, a crap ton of people get on. There's, I want to say 8 people get on. And these are all, kind of half-drunk, mid-20 age people, again. So there's a bunch of these dudes, and then there's a bunch of, 12-year-olds who jump on and get at the back of the bus because they reckon they're a ruckus. And turns out that this guy that my friend is talking to knows every single person who got on the bus, except for that lot of 12-year-olds who think they're ruckus at the back. It's kind of weird, because I moved from my friend, and I went to go sit next to the girl who was going to fall asleep, because I didn't want to, fall asleep, because just bad stuff happens. You miss out on life. It's not worth it. She would have had to sleep at like 2. She wouldn't have been able to sleep anyway. So I go sit next to her, and I'm talking to her, and I'm kind of like, you know, this is pretty crazy. Through our friend who's chatting to this one guy, somehow everyone on the bus, apart from those 12-year-olds at the back of the bus who reckon they're ruckus, knows each other through a mutual connection. And I thought that was pretty crazy. She thought that was pretty crazy. People behind us are spooning. And Asian dude's still doing his math report. So, pretty much for the rest of the bus ride, you know, more people keep getting on. This one dude named George, he was yelling at the bus driver to put on some lit music. And the bus driver just kept putting on stuff like blues. Just like old music. Like he put on the Beatles at one point. Everyone was jamming out to that. But it was kind of weird because it was like one big group of friends and a bunch of 12-year-olds at the back who think they're ruckus. And it's just, it's pretty crazy because from like 5 minutes, nobody knew each other. And then, you know, these 2 people get on, and then 8 people get on, and then, you know, more people get on. And everyone on the bus, so this bus is completely full, and everyone somehow knows each other. Like, it's nobody shy at all. It's crazy. You know, usually I get on a public bus, and, you know, everyone's kind of quiet, except for those 12-year-olds at the back of the bus who think they're ruckus and just make a racket. But yeah, that's pretty much how the rest of the bus ride went. This is quite funny though, because the guy who my friend was initially talking to, he kind of yells at us. He's like, "Yo, how you guys doing back there?" And I'm like, "Yo, I think we're good. People at the back are a bit quiet because they're just 12-year-olds who think they're ruckus at the back of the bus." And he's like, "Yo, how are you guys?" And they kind of just stare at him because he's like 10 years older than them all, because they're all 12-year-olds at the back of the bus who think they're ruckus. But yeah, it was a pretty awesome bus ride nonetheless. I feel a little bit bad for all the people who didn't get on the bus, the other people who stayed the night at the guy's house, but apparently that was pretty awesome as well. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys are liking this audio, drop a like on the video. I'm loving this blue snowball. It's freaking awesome. But if you guys want to see more stuff like this, hit that subscribe button. I should be uploading some more. Don't quote me on that. But I should be uploading some more soon. Anyways, I hope you guys are all having a great day, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.
Yeah, I'm paranoid, I'm tripping, been smoking, been sipping, I'm fucking around with 2 bitches.